Brothers, you gotta stop going backwards in life. That's the fucking problem, bro. The problem is that you keep going backwards. I'm saying this because I've gone through it. You make a little bit of money, shit starts hitting the way it's supposed to, and then somehow you end up back to square one. And you're wondering, what the fuck? You're actually like, wait, what the fuck is going on? How could I go from having no money to then implementing a system or a process or repetitively doing something and being able to acquire a big lump amount of money from my effort, right? Whether you close a deal or you saved up some cash, but somehow you go from zero to then having at least, let's say, $20,000 in the bank. And then out of nowhere, you're back to zero. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is this possible? I'm gonna tell you exactly how this is possible. This is possible by not realizing that you were just being a bitch. I was being a bitch. You get a little bit of money and you feel comfortable. $20,000 is not a lot of money. $20,000, depending on your lifestyle, can go in a fucking week. It can go in a week. Honestly, it can go in a week. I know because I've dropped, the most I've ever spent in a fucking span of 4 days was like $12,000. And that shit hurt my soul. Hurt my soul like you wouldn't believe it. I was fucked up. In my eyes, there was no coming back from that, right? But you need to understand that you can't allow yourself to get to that point. And it's going to happen a couple times until you actually learn the discipline of not just being able to make the money, because that's inevitable, but being able to save the money and invest the money and budget yourself. Like, there's so much that you need to learn once you start making money that will prevent you or slow you down from going back to zero, allow you to stay on your feet so you could make another 20K and be up 40K. But when you're not financially literate enough to be able to do those things, you fuck up. I was a victim of this. I had 20K in the bank and I thought I was fucking balling. That same night, I spent like $500 at Nobu. I went and bought myself fucking shoes the next day. I bought some Young LA drip, and I wasn't even going crazy. I wasn't even like, I wasn't buying like fucking Cartier shades or Louis Vuitton belts or anything like that, but I was on a little spree. Some fucking Air Force Ones, some fucking Young LA sweaters, fucking just eating out, all this bullshit. It adds up, bro. Life's not the way it used to be anymore, bro. Life's not fucking, you're not making money and balling like you used to. Like, money goes just as quick as it comes. And that is the hardest truth that you need to come to realization with. That the money you're working for so hard for, that you're fucking sweating your nuts off for, is literally going to vanish before your fucking eyes. Now, there's two things you can do with this, right? You can learn to be a little more cautious with your spending and still try to make some more money, or you can just make some more fucking money, right? Because those are honestly your two options. But the third option, which should not be an option, is having to go broke again, because that shit fucking sucks. It sucks knowing what it's like to have money and being able to be like, I got it at the dinner table, and tell your girl that she don't have to worry about the fucking bill, to then having no money and looking like a fucking embarrassment. Because at least when you're broke and you're just broke and that's it, like, you don't know what it's like to have the money, right? So you can't really visualize that feeling yet. But it's worse once you actually attain the money and then you go back to that bullshit of being broke again. Bro, that's the worst feeling, bro. It's not a good place to be mentally, because it just screws up your vision. It screws up your ego. It screws up how you view yourself, how people view you. Like, people will judge you based on those actions because they'll know that, oh man, hey, Javi was going out, he was buying all the dinners, and now he's nowhere to be seen, or damn, he can't even fucking fill up his gas tank. What the hell? People judge you. They will look at you as someone that's irresponsible. And in reality, bro, you are irresponsible, because if you're not budgeting yourself, if you know that you're not there yet, why are you buying bullshit? Why are you spending money on fucking Air Force Ones? They're $100 fucking dollars, bro. I don't know that to someone that's making lots of money, $100 is fucking pennies. I get it, right? I mean, some Air Force Ones shouldn't be like making or breaking the bank. But when you're in that initial phase of just trying to just survive, and you're making money, but you're not really killing it like that, why would you spend money on stuff that is not going to benefit you, is not going to take you to the next level, unless you're spending money on a mentor, on a book, on maybe some, courses, something that is going to give you a return on investment. That's different. You're going to put your money in some stocks, and you want to just, put that money to the side and let it just sit there. That's different. But if you're going to go out there and spend $100 on some fucking Nike shoes, you damn well better have some fucking money coming in. Because the biggest issue that I had when I started was that I would close a deal, and in real estate, you don't get your money the same fucking day, which sucks, but it's something you have to learn to live with. And essentially, if you can get to a point where you're closing a deal every week, then yeah, you could be making $50K a month in real estate, like, easily. It's very hard to get to that point, but if you're able to do it, then yeah, hey, if you know you got like 2 closings coming up in the next 2 weeks, each is going to be like a fucking 10K hit, then bro, by all means, go get that $100 fucking shoes. Fucking go upgrade and get some Jordan 1s for like $400. Fuck it, bro. You got 20K coming on a consistent basis. But if you do not have money coming in on a consistent basis, and you don't know when's the next time you're gonna see a paycheck, you need to fucking buckle down. You need to buckle down. And I'm not saying to be a fucking cheap motherfucker, because let me tell you something, guys. There's a difference between being frugal and being cheap. This one's gonna shock a lot of you guys. Here's what's being frugal. Being frugal is saying, I'm not gonna go eat out tonight because I don't have the funds to do it. I'm gonna just go to the market. I'm gonna buy some lean ground beef, maybe some rice, and I'm gonna make myself a nice little rice dish with some ground beef, and maybe throw some broccolis in there and call it a night. That's being frugal. Being cheap is going to the restaurant anyways, knowing you damn well don't got it, and then not fucking tipping the waiter and thinking you're saving money. That's being cheap, right? So I hope you get the difference. So it's not about being cheap, it's about being frugal. I'm not telling you to be a fucking cheapskate, because no one likes a person like that. Like, nobody likes a fucking cheap fucking person. Nobody. But if you're frugal, that's different, because now you're voluntarily choosing not to be in the situation where you have to spend the money. Another situation, you get invited to go out with your friends. You know you don't got it like that. You got like $500, and you're thinking, I'll just probably get a drink or two, or maybe one of my boys will get me a drink, and oh yeah, Tommy owes me fucking $20 from last 2 fucking years. He at least he could do is get me a drink, and now you're at the fucking club, knowing you don't have money, and now you're over here. You owe me 25 cents here for this drink, and you took a sip of a fucking, you had 1 extra chicken wing, that's 25 cents more. Nobody likes a person like that. You will not be fucked with at all. People will not want to hit you up. They would avoid you like the fucking plague. But if you're frugal, you're going to be more on the side of, hey, bro, I don't think I'm going to go out tonight. I'm very busy. I'm sorry, maybe next time. And that's it. That's the difference. So don't be fucking cheap. Be frugal. Be smart. Be conservative. Don't be an idiot, because I know what it's like to be an idiot. I've been an idiot many times, and I've had to learn the hard way, and I've had money, and I've gone broke, and I've had money, and I've gone broke, and I've had money, and I've gone broke, and I've had money, and I've gone broke. I literally have gone in roller coasters my whole fucking career being a real estate agent. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, it fucking sucks. It is not fun to have money and then not have money and then have money and then be an idiot and then not have money within like the next fucking 2 months. So the point is, you need to learn how to fucking save up your money, invest your money, and make better choices. A lot of you young kids out here in your teens, even in your 20s, bro, like, you're out here fucking worrying about a Gucci belt, worrying about fucking wearing the newest fucking Jordans. Like, bro, is your parents retired? Do you own a house? Are you driving a fucking Lambo or at least a fucking BMW? Because a lot of you dudes are fucking dressing in designer clothes, dripped out in fucking Louis Vuitton jackets and fucking belts and Air Force fucking Off-Whites, $900 sneakers, hopping out of fucking 2005 fucking Camry, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense, my brothers. It really just doesn't make sense. So why would you just waste your time spending money on some shit that is not going to matter? Nobody is going to give a fuck about your Gucci belt if you don't have anything else to show for it. I'm so fucking sorry to break it to you, but take it from a kid who's 26 years old, who has been a young kid before and knows exactly what it's like to want to have all the fancy flashy shit. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, you're gonna impress the girl at the party, sure. She's gonna see the drip, she's gonna feel all fucking woo, look at this guy, he looks all fucking flashy. But then what? You're gonna take her back to your fucking mom's apartment and like, no, bro, no, you should not be worrying about fucking designer clothes. I mean, bro, honestly, I'd rather be in a McLaren 720S with a fucking white t-shirt, some fucking shorts from Marshalls, and a fucking Air Force Ones. Straight up. Like, yeah, do I want to dress fancy and flashy? Of course. Louis on the belt, nice dress shirts, Cartier fucking bracelets. Of course. But there is a time for that, brother. There's a time for that. Don't go fucking broke trying to fucking flex on people. Want to invest in something that is clothing that will help you get into better doors? Buy some dress clothes. Buy some fucking polo shirts, slacks, khakis, nice clothes that you can present yourself. So if you get into a meeting with people of a high net worth, because people with high net worth most likely are wearing regular ass schmegler clothes, it just looks good. And another thing, guys, is being fit is the fit too. So I just wanted to get that clear before I forget, but being fit is the fit. Ideally, if you are in shape and you're fucking jacked and you look good, you can pull bitches in a white tee and some fucking Nike shorts. I promise you. But you're 250, 5'6", wearing a fucking Gucci bag. Your Gucci shirt looks like a fucking blanket. Like you're wearing a Gucci blanket on you. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I will never understand the guys that just will think, hey, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to put in the work, so I'm just going to go buy a fucking Gucci shirt, XXXL, and just call it a fucking day. Or the guys that have never lifted and their watch is like 5 times their wrist size, fucking looking like a fucking tourniquet on your fucking bicep because you don't fucking lift. Like, bro, get fit first. Holy fuck. Oh my God. I had to just get that one out there. Guys, I love you guys. I say this because I've been both fucking people. I've been a fucking fat ass and I've been a skinny little fuck. So I know exactly what it is you are going through because I've gone through it. Like, if I was just some fucking anomaly born with fucking abs and I've just been jacked my whole life, I wouldn't be able to talk on these subjects so freely and be able to try to lift you guys up because it wouldn't make sense from someone who's never actually experienced it. But I've actually experienced it. I've been a fat ass and I've been a skinny fuck. I started off being very skinny when I was fucking 15 years old. All I did was play soccer. I had no muscle, and that's essentially why I broke my fucking leg, because I was so malnourished. I didn't know what a fucking squat rack was. And all I did was just play soccer, and my ankle literally snapped in half. I was a twig. That's another story for another day. And then I got fat because I just started fucking eating like an animal. I mean, I was dating this one girl and she just didn't, care about, food or fitness or whatever. And I stopped going to the gym and I was eating fucking like rice and fucking chicken every day. Well, that sounds really good. Well, I was eating very greasy foods. It was like homemade food, but it was like fucking like chicharron and shit, like pork and shit, all this crazy greasy foods, and it's just being an animal, bro. Just being an animal. Burgers and fries and McDonald's and all this crap and Taco Bell, and I was just fucking bad, bro. I was just not good, and I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn what it's like to be both sides, and I will always choose to be fit, and I will always choose to be a gym head, somebody that works out, someone that's strong, athletic. I can run, I can lift, I can fight, I can do it all. And it took me a while to realize that being skinny and being fat is not it. It's not it for my personal life, my mental health. It's just not it. It's not it. It's not healthy for you on all aspects that you could even think of. But back to the point, guys. Save your money. Be smart. And if you don't have another source of income, if you don't have your next paycheck coming in, please, even if you do have a paycheck, bro, if it is not 10 times what you are looking to buy, do not buy it. If you want to buy the Nike shoes, they're $100. Your check is $400 a week. Should you buy the shoes? No. Now, the shoes are $100. The check you're getting this Friday and every Friday after that is about $7,000, $10,000, $5,000, even $5,000 a week. Should you buy the shoes? Yeah, sure. It's all within the budgeting, guys. 30% rule. 30% rule is you have to save 30% of your income. 20% goes to bills, and then the rest is, reinvesting your money. And then out of all the percentages, I don't really know them off the top of my fucking head. I just wing it at this point, but I'm very good at it. Honestly, 10% of your income per month should be spent on whatever you want. Because life isn't promised, right? We don't know if we're gonna fucking die tomorrow, right? So why not, right? I'm not telling you to just fucking sit under a cover and under a rock for like 10 years and just save all the money like a fucking weirdo. No, like spend some of it, of course, but be fucking realistic, be reasonable, and don't be an idiot. I love you guys. I just want you guys to fucking succeed, and that's it. I just want success from all my homies, bro. I just want to see you guys winning. If I gotta talk to like an older brother, like a fucking dad, I will. Because I never had anybody talking to me like this. So I know what it's like to feel fucking lost and not have that direction. So if you need that fucking guidance, you need someone to fucking just tell you what it is, and to stop being a little bitch, I'm that fucking guy. So stop being a little fucking bitch. Peace out.